Welcome to Buxton Mountain Rescue water review on our water rescue kit. We have the Northern Diver Dry Suit. This is a superb piece of kit for water rescue within the Peak District that we are currently using. The whole unit or the whole kit goes through a 10-stage process of manufacturing. Each suit is actually individually designed and made for the wearer. What is the actual difference between dry suits and wetsuits? So what we have here, obviously, as I just stated before, we've got a dry suit. These are the suits that we use for water rescue, and the difference is that the dry suit, once it's actually on the wearer, which we'll demonstrate in a few moments, actually locks a layer or a level of air within inside the suit, and we can control that within our own body heat to stay nice and warm throughout the day. Because many times we're actually in very cold environments, we could be immersed up to our knees or our waist in excessively cold water, especially in the winter, or even in the summer months we could be hiking through woodland against rivers and waterways, and we need to sort of vary that temperature. Rick's come along this morning to demonstrate the Northern Diver Dry Suit. We've got Rick half dressed. You can notice that we've got the thermals on the top. They generate the heat that we require to stay warm and dry while we're working. Once that suit's donned up, which we'll show you in a minute, that layer of air is trapped within the suit and the thermal clothing, and then that will give Rick a period of time where he can stay nice and warm, working within the harsh environments that a lot of the time that we are working outside, and we could be literally submerged up to our waist. So these are quite essential parts and pieces of kit that we are required to wear. Rick's now demonstrating our whitewater rescue kit that we now use within Buxton Mountain Rescue. We've got the standard helmet, we've got the PFD, which is the personal flotation device, and we've got the full dry suit down to the boots. Just looking at the PFD, you generally need around about 16 pounds of buoyancy for the average person within a dry suit. Within the actual PFD, there are quite a few different components. So you'll notice that we have the rescue knife. Now, we don't clip lanyards to the rescue knives because, again, once it's withdrawn, if there is a lanyard, that can then become a hazard. So it's simplistically a knife within a sheath. The task is done or demonstrated as Rick's holding it, and then the knife's replaced back. If we do happen to drop it, then obviously it will drop and it will disappear away from the wearer. Within the front pouch, we have different items, and these can vary dependent. Rick's obviously an SRT. We can have Mod 1s, Mod 2s. Rick's carrying a tape line, which can be used in part of what I would call the dynamic window. The dynamic window consists of 4 components, and we have the process of, we'll turn up to a job and a casualty may be in the water, or it may be in an environment that is dangerous to themselves, and we may just talk to them. So it might be as simple as walk over to me, come to me. If that doesn't work, it may be a case of moving over in the dynamic window to reach. So it may be come to me and reach, and you may lean out simply to grab them and help them into a safe place. Rick's got the tape. Again, with the reach, it could be a reach with the tape, or we move down to the left-hand side of the dynamic window, and it could literally be, torque and throw, and we draw them in, or Rick draws them in with the line. The 4th component is go. Go is a big word within the dynamic window. This can involve lines, it can involve boats, it can involve teams moving out into the water. We will cover this in other videos. Again, we have the standard carabiners. Some of them are quick locks, some are screw gates. They're all dependent on the type of work that we're doing, but it is advisable that we carry 1 or 2. Top right, Rick's got the whistle. This is a standard component, so we can either use that to alert people within the working environment or people within our team. So very powerful, useful piece of kit. Working down the PFD, we've got lots of buckles and straps. They're all doing quite a lot of different things. So again, we will cover this when we do the water rescue video. You notice in the bottom left, Rick's got a cow's tail. The cow's tail is on an elasticated piece of Dyneema that can be drawn out and clipped. These are attached to the back from a round ring or a D-ring, and again we'll cover these in the water rescue videos that we do later in the year. These can be clipped to lines, or these can be clipped onto objects. But you could sort of say, so well, isn't that not a dangerous piece of kit? It can be in the wrong hands. what we do have is a quick release. So you'll notice on the back side of Rick's PFD, there is a quick release. So the wearer can instantly pull that and the cow's tail will pull away from the back of the PFD, thus allowing them to move away from the danger or whatever that obstacle is. As you've just seen there, very, very quickly comes away. Now, there's two key points with this. If Rick just turns back again, where you notice he actually pulled the cow's tail rip loop away, he's also got another rip loop on the belt for the throw line. These need to be quite far apart so that they're not mistaken. So it's very, very easy for the wearer or even an opposite wearer to know that the rip tab is actually at the back. So you need a fair bit of distance, which he's obviously got there. If Rick just spins around, we can show you the throw line on the back. So we've got roughly 18-20 meters of line that we can throw out to a casualty. And again, that comes into this dynamic triangle that we might be moving from torque. So it might be, look at me, and then a throw line goes out, and it's as simple as that. The casualty catches the throw line and then we draw them in. So it may be a very, very quick response from the water team. Working down the back, we've got the logos, obviously Mountain Rescue, so when we're on jobs, people can see who's actually there, and obviously other team members can see that as well. We've got the pouches on the side, and we may very well be carrying a radio as well for communications. Hope you like this video. If you like the video, please click like and don't forget to go on the subscribe button.